we say, look what we face. Your Prophet had to face more. Your own Prophet had to face more. But he used to say, patience is to faith like the head is to the body. There can be no body without a head, and there can be no faith without patience. Even he had to see a loss of his children. His son Ibrahim died, his son Qasim died, his son Abdullah died. Some of us today say, how comes our children died? How comes my friend's children died? When we say Rasulullah is an uswa and examples, because everything that we face, the Prophet faced in his life as well. And that's why before he died, he did what any great leader will do. He made it clear to his people that even though I am dying, I will first ensure that I leave behind guidance for you. He left behind guidance on the day of Ghadir when he raised the hand of Ali. And he made it clear to the people that I will never leave this world without ensuring that there is a guide for you who continues to protect the message in the way I gave you the message. But his final act was a true act of charity. His final act was, in Islam, causing a smile for a fellow human is an act of charity. When his daughter Fatima came towards him when he was dying, there is a narration which states that first she cried, then she smiled. In this one act, the Prophet was showing us that from the beginning of my life until the end, ethics and morality was the message of my biography. When Fatima turned around, they said to Fatima, you cried and you laughed? She said, I cried because he told me he is about to pass away. But then I smiled because he told me I will be the first of his family to join him. Notice from the beginning until the end, the man was a man who brought a smile into the life of humanity and left with a smile. And that's why until today as a conclusion, it's not only Islam that respects him but others. Guru Nanak believed Muhammad was an agent of Brahman. You find, for example, that somebody like the Christians, the Latter-day Saints, say although we do not believe in him as a prophet, we say he was a moral exemplar to mankind. And no better words than the words of Gandhi when he said, it is impossible that millions are attracted to this man because of his sword. No, it's not his sword. It was his pledges which he kept, and his simplicity in his life, and his devotion to his family and friends that made this man the man that he was. Gandhi then said, I was saddened when the second volume of his biography I finished reading, because I wished I had learnt more about this man, a man who there is none like, a man like Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Let us raise our hands and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to raise us with Muhammad and Al Muhammad, to allow us to implement the lessons from his biography, and to allow us to receive his intercession in this world and the hereafter. Inshallah, tomorrow we will continue with the biography of Imam Ali.